Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a full-time reseller, and today I'm going to give you a little glimpse into what we sell to make the 90-day total that you are seeing on the thumbnail. I also am going to show you some Poshmark and Mercari sales. There are some kind of lower dollar, $12, $15, $20 sales in here. There are also some at that $100, $200 mark. So our business is a business of both lower and higher priced items. I don't have a niche. I like selling everything. And I'm going to give you a little glimpse into what we sold to make that much money. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to take you into the back door of eBay. I like to do this on each what sold video, just so you can see I'm being completely transparent. I want you to see my numbers. They're actually down right now over the last 31 days. Yesterday they were up. Fluctuates so much. I try not to watch it on a daily basis, just kind of overall for the month. And we haven't had very many sales today. I think today is Super Bowl Sunday that I am recording this. You are not going to see it today, but I think a lot of people might be busy getting ready for the Super Bowl, which is what I'll be doing, watching it as soon as I finish recording this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at what sold. All right, so first we are going to take a look here at our back screen. You can see today we have only sold $127, but for the last week we've sold $3,677. For the last 31 days, $13,940, which is down 7% over the month before. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you about 15 items that sold here on eBay. And then we're going to take a look at some that sold on Poshmark and Mercari as well. So this first one I bought thinking they would be worth a little bit more. I didn't pay a bunch, luckily, because they really are not worth much. They are only worth about $12 to $20 a piece. This one sold for the most, and they actually bought two others from me. I accepted a best offer of $17 on this one. This is a Victorian oval mini glass beaded frame. Vintage. It is a cameo creation by John T. Peel, and this is a heavy sucker. The whole frame is solid glass. You can see it says picture frame, glass beaded edge, picture frame. And here you can see it's about 7 inches. So it's a mini, but it's not TT tiny. And this one sold in under a month. I did pay about $3 for it. So it's about an $11 profit. This one really surprised me. I bought a bunch of vintage patterns, and I know quite a few people who sell them. I've never really gotten into them, but when I bought my lace, there was a lot of patterns I figured I was going to pick up anyways. So I'm less than $1 into this. This is a vintage quick sew. It is women's panties. It is plus size, so it's sizes 11, 12, 13, 14. I think that might have had something to do with it selling so fast. It's sold in under a week. Again, I paid $1, so it's about an $8 profit. And here you can see this one was actually an uncut pattern, and this one was a really fast sale. If you are not watching me over on my Cat's Treasure Hunting channel yet, please come join me. You can watch me thrifting and finding a lot of these items you're seeing sold. I bought this ice cream cart for only $7.50, and I am piecing it out. So this is 2 yellow scoop toppers for the Leapfrog Scoop and Learn ice cream cart. They sold for $14.94. I am less than $1 in. I am giving away the cart. I'm only shipping the smaller parts, and this is well over a $10 profit on these. So all they are is just the little toppers. That is it, and they sold in under 2 weeks. Some more lace, my friends. I told you I bought a ton of lace. This is a vintage large roll of lingerie. I did put a lot of white floral lace, 1 inch wide. I did put trim for panties or crafts because the estate we bought it from, she made panties. So this one I am less than $2 in. It sold for $32.49 and it is over a $25 profit and it sold in under 2 weeks. I know some of you didn't like me telling people to pick up Walmart clothes, but they're selling. And if you get them for 50 cents or $1, I say, why not? I still stand behind that. This is another Walmart brand, women's white stag, long sleeve turtleneck. Did put shimmery golden autumn brown. It is a size XL. I am less than $1 in, so it's about a $9 to $10 profit. Sold in under a month. You can see here, beautiful shimmery. There is that white stag. Again, it's a Walmart brand. But if you can get them cheap, they are larger sizes. I believe they will sell. Next is a Louis Vuitton monogram portical military tab key ring charm with the dust bag. There is a little story behind this, but essentially I have no cost into this Louis Vuitton keychain. It was brand new. You can see here the keychain, the dust bag, had the original receipt from Beverly Hills, California. And this one, we took pictures of the box as well. It sold in under a month. If you see Louis Vuitton stuff, even if it's a little keychain, guys, it can be very, very valuable. And this one is going to be over a $250 profit. Is a vintage pair of carved mid-century modern heavy solid brass bud vases. I love buying brass. These did take a while to sell, but I'm a sucker for a brass lot on an estate auction. I will tell you, these two sold for $32.47. They did take over a year to sell, but I'm only a couple dollars in. So they're about a $23 to $24 profit. And you can see here, the brass is not flawless. It definitely has some marks. You can see the made in India there on the bottom of them. And this one, I am okay with the sale. I am okay waiting a little while because I got them for so cheap. Next are these Rachel Ray dipping sauce spice bowls. They are two-tone lime green. I thought these would sell really fast. These have taken over 2 years to sell. I will tell you, I got them in a set and the larger bowls sold really, really fast, but these smaller dipping sauce bowls took a while. I'm about $3 in. They're about a $13 profit. But again, they took over 2 years to sell. So you really never know. I thought with the color, it is a little less seen, they would sell faster, but I am happy nonetheless that they have finally sold. Next is a vintage Barbie dress. This is number 1628, brunch time butterfly print dress. It is from the 1960s, sold for $19.49. I paid about $5, so this one's about a $10 profit, sold in under a week, really, really fast. And here you can see we do zoom in. Always show that Barbie tag if you have original Barbie clothes. And this one was a great sale. If you have watched me for any length of time, you know I love vintage linens. This is a vintage blue and pink flower bouquet floral picnic tablecloth. It is 50 inches by 62. I did put retro and kitschy. It sold for $32.49. I am less than $2 in. It's actually about a $23 to $24 profit. And you can see here really, really pretty flowers. And it does have a little bit of coloring due to age, but this one was a great, great sale. It took about 5 to 6 months to sell. Next is a vintage aqua scutum beige long trench coat made in England, pure lamb's wool, 38, small and medium. This one sold for $129.99. I paid $15 for this at the thrift store, and it sold in 2 months. So it sold pretty fast. It is close to $100 profit. You can see here we have it hanging on the mannequin, a close-up of that tag, as well as the inner smaller tag. You can see it is pure lamb's wool. Here is the size there. And here is the pure new wool as well. So you want to take a picture of all of the tags if you have a coat like this. And this one was a great sale, great profit, and sold very fast. So I always look at the jackets when I'm at thrift stores because they can be some of the bigger profits that you will find. Next is this gorgeous J. King sterling purple chair whitey graduated bead necklace. This one sold for $97.49. I offered this up on Whatnot at $40 and nobody took me up on it. I was really, really surprised. Even for a reseller, this still would have been a great profit paying that. So this one sold for full price. And I am about $20 into it. So for me, it's about a $60 profit, but it sold in under a month. And you can see here, we show it with and without the booklet. Watch out for this heart chain. That is a J. King sign for sure. And this one was a great, great sale and very fast. If you like J. King, we have just put up about 15 new J. King necklaces in our eBay store. Next is a vintage lot of single carved, hand painted Bakelite fur or scarf clips. I did put floral. These sold for $38.24. I am about $5 in, so they are about a $26 profit. Here you can see the clips on the back. This one, some of that paint had faded. And these took over a year to sell. So they did take a little bit longer, but they were a decent profit. This one sold pretty fast. It sold in about 2 months. This is a vintage sterling silver standard poodle pin or brooch. It is signed Shields. It was 2 inches, sold for $64.99. I am about $6 in, so it is about a $45 profit after fees. You can see that Shields there. That was the artist. I did test this for sterling silver, and this one was a pretty fast sale. This is another item I found on my Catch Treasure Hunting channel. I got this at a garage sale. I paid $7 for it. It is a vintage courting couple Victorian Renaissance gold framed art. It sold for $38.99, so it's about a $25 profit. It sold in under 2 weeks. This was a very, very fast seller. You can see we do zoom in because there's a little bit of dinging there on the frame. It is a BS Creations from New York, and then we also show the measurements. I love picking up stuff like this and have typically done very well with it. All right, this one really surprised me. I took a best offer of $150. This is a rare BMW Power Red Racing Duffel Bag Tote Weekender. I put canvas luggage travel men. This was in the lot of household goods with my designer boxes. So I essentially had zero cost in, making it well over $100 profit. It sold in about a month. And here you can see the sign. So where it says that BMW Power is there on the zipper pull. That is how I identified this. There were no other this color. There was one other bag that did sell right around that $150 mark. And this one is a great, great profit, and it was a fast seller. This cute little guy I got at an estate sale on my Catch Treasure Hunting channel. This is a vintage made in Japan ceramic owl. It's a flower frog. So if you see those little holes, those are for a flower arrangement for somebody to stick little flowers in there. And I did put mini and trinket. This one sold in only a couple of days. I paid $3. So it's about a $10 to $12 profit, but it sold very, very fast. Here you can see the different photos. This one was made in Japan, and again, fast seller, and really, really happy with this one. This one I picked up at Junk in the Trunk. There is a video of it over on my Catch Treasure Hunting channel. This is super cool. This is a vintage 3D Mexican woman folk art. It does have a hand-carved wooden frame. I did put multimedia because she is made of like all kinds of things. She is so cool. And she has a little bow in her hair. This is a really, really cool piece of folk art. You can see the photos here, and then it just on the tag said vintage 3D Mexican artwork. But this one sold in under a week. I did accept a best offer of 70, I believe 75 or $76. I paid $10 for this at Junk in the Trunk, so it is over a $50 profit. All right, so that was all I'm going to show you for eBay. Now I'm going to show you Poshmark and Mercari. We do use List Perfectly to cross post over there. If you would like to give their service a try, you can use our code, the Nurse Flipper, to get 30% off your first month. I really feel 1 month is enough time to see that the value is there and it is worth it. 100%. They do have auto delisting now. So if it sells on one platform, their system will delist it for you. That is not something we use. We do our ending manually by ourselves. But if you want that tool, it is there. I know a lot of you have said you wanted it. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few from Mercari, as well as about 6 from Poshmark that have sold in the last week. So first up, this is a Bassini cotton blend jean jacket, size 1X, dark jean button up. This one sold in right at a month. I paid $1 for this. This was in my closet lot. So it is close to a $20 profit. You can see here the photos. This one was new with the tag and very, very fast sale. And this one was on Mercari. They didn't send me an offer. They just paid outright and it sold in a month. This little mouse is a little Hermitage Pottery. Beware, these things are so cute, but they really take forever to sell. This one was posted on Mercari just in December, so it took about 2 months of being listed on Mercari, but it had been listed on eBay for well over a year. So you can see it is from 1995. And I only paid $1, so it's about a $10 profit, but this is not something that I would pick up again. Lastly on Mercari, before we move over to Poshmark, is this Nike Dry Fit Element Stripe running half zip pullover, 810. It is a women's medium. I did use that photo room AI or artificial intelligent background there. It makes it look like it's laying on a picnic table. This one I picked up for $3 at the thrift store. It sold for $22, so it's about a $15 profit. It did take about 3 months to sell, so it took a little bit longer, but I'm okay with 3 months, and I do typically pick up Nike when I see it and can get it for a good price. First on Poshmark is this vintage 90s Oshkosh Bigosh jean jacket. This is a kid jacket, and I hardly ever sell kids clothes. But when I saw this little jean jacket, I had to get it. I knew it would sell. It sold for $19. I got it for only $1. So it's about a $13 profit. Didn't take very long to sell either. So super cute. I don't pick up a ton of kids' clothes, but like I saw the Oshkosh, I saw a jean jacket, and I took a chance on this one, and it paid off. Next is this Longaberger basket. This one was listed in October, so it took about 4 months to sell. It is the Casserole Basket. It does have the liner as well as the protector. I paid about $8 for this, so it's actually pretty close to a $50 profit on this one. Took the 4 months to sell. I don't think horrible. We did zoom in. There's a little bit of wear and some spots here, so we want to make sure to show that, as well as those measurements. And not a bad sale over on Poshmark. And for the buyer, Poshmark is definitely a better place to buy a bigger basket like this, because the shipping is the same for anything up to 5 pounds. This is another item I just picked up in a video on Catch Treasure Hunting at an estate sale. I paid $30. Me and this buyer kind of went back and forth. He kept trying to get me to take 80, 90. I had this listed at 110, and it has not even been listed a week. So I just countered him at 95. He came back at 90. I declined it. And finally, he sent me back my $95 offer. So this one's about a $40 profit after fees. This is a Harley-Davidson extra large mesh. it's there. You can see that mesh there. So got this at the estate sale, paid the $30, but it sold very, very fast. So keep an eye out for Harley stuff. It can definitely sell higher. Next is an Easton Backpack. Picked this up at a yard sale. I paid $20, but I thought it was going to be worth about $100. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I still made about a $15 profit, and it sold pretty fast. It sold in about a month. I just was comping to the wrong backpack. So be very careful, because things that look similar can be a big difference in price. I was thinking 100. It was only worth 40 to 50, but happy to still make a profit and happy that it sold fast. Jod Curie Forest Sandstone coasters. Picked these up for $1. So they're about an $8 profit. I love picking up coasters. They are super easy to list and ship, and they're small, you know, they don't take up a bunch of room. So I advise looking at coasters, and these sold in under a month. This scarf was part of a scarf lot that I paid less than $1. This, I think, is all about the keywords. So I put vintage ballet, ballerina, dancer, teal blue scarf. I put dancer twice, and gift and tropical, because it really has that tropical vibe. This one sold for $22, so it's about a $16 profit after fees. And this one sold really fast. This is another one that sold in under a month. All right, we've got this one and one more, and then we're going to be done for the day. This is a Waverly Garden Floral Vine Valance Curtains, sold for $39. Pick these up for $4 at Goodwill. So they are over a $30 profit. They sold really fast. Keep an eye out for Waverly, because it sells fast. So here's that tag. Waverly makes very, very nice linens and home decor. So if you come across Waverly, I definitely recommend picking it up if it is a good price, no matter what kind of piece it is. This is the last one I'm going to share for the day. This is a Seashell Roses art picture frame. This is another one that was in that home decor lot with the designer boxes. So essentially, I have no cost into this one. It sold for $16, so it's about a $10 profit after fees, and it sold really fast. This one also sold in under a month, so we are having quite a few things that are selling faster, which is very, very nice. You can see we do show the measurements there, and this one was a great fast sale over on Poshmark. I hope you enjoyed seeing what sold for me. We have a big variety. There's a lot of things I don't do. I don't do a ton of women's clothing, and I don't really do toys and games and electronics. I will occasionally, but I definitely have room to improve in those areas. Tell me what your biggest area that you would like to learn or improve in is. I'm interested to know. And tell me what you sell the most of down in the comments. I don't know if I could pinpoint a single thing that we sell the most of, because we do sell so much variety. I appreciate you watching. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you on the next one.